Welcome back, guys, to Fire Emblem Three Houses, where last episode, with a ton of supports generated with those students and faculty outside of the blue lines, we watched them before heading out on one more rare beast battle, with our goal to finally promote our last student to a master class, as Annette takes the stage.
How could you complain about a map setup this good? Some of our guys haven't even moved.
Ineffective.
I now just wish that... Oh, he's actually got a crit chance, bloody hell. He would have covered. I'm trying, honest. I should try my patience. Right, well, by the look of it then, I'm going to have to kill the horseman on this turn. That bandit actually survived.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
I can't stop now.
I mean, speed's not too bad, but what's that strength about? Right, we see the bullion. Now we can be attacked by this bloke. So I really need him to die. Now, how can I make him die the best? That makes him die pretty good.
I'll cut a path for His Highness.
You cutting a path for Annette, I'd like to point out. Nothing about His Highness. Right, so we've got two guys to play with over there. There's no point in pulling them, though. So that's a thing. Okay, I guess I need to start feeding people up and through just for the final battle with that beast. Which I can, if you notice, range on that bridge and he can't get past us. That's the thing.
My thanks.
Mages need strength to carry the heavy tomes. It's obviously true.
What's the plan?
Who can you assist? Oh yeah, you got physic, haven't you now?
Wow, thanks.
The memory kicks in. Sylvain can also go psh, long range spells. We could literally dive in and out and attack this guy for a bit. But let's let him get a bit closer. In fact, I may as well move to there and take this iron. Training bow. Send that back. In fact, I got a rusted bow on me. I don't need that. Look at Flying Squad all ready to go. Well, the beast didn't move because I guess the beast doesn't like bridges. Oh, is there anyone to heal? Because that would have given me class mastery. Oh, I should have thought about that for this turn. It's too bad I can't get someone to drop their own HP. Right. How far away is Annette now? Have we done anywhere near enough attack actions? Ah, the grinding thing. But after this, I don't really see there's much reason for us to do it anymore, you know? One hit now. The funny thing is just watching Hilda in the background. Okay. What I would say I'm disappointed about is that we did actually pull a second. That's not what I wanted to do. I mean, we could move out of range, but if I'm moving up to attack anyway, that won't be the case. And I don't think there's someone I could put in that wouldn't just straight kill him back in some respects. I mean, I'd reckon you'd do the job. And I can't move her to that corner and box her in. So I guess we are just killing. That's Mercedes. That's the wrong person. I should have done the other one.
I'm nobody's fool.
16, so that's 4 more class actions. Well, if we count the heal on to do as 1 class action, you should claim that last hit. Try to get the kill. What's the least likely way I have of killing you? To be honest, anything. We just gotta hope for no critical. If he gets hit as well, then that's another heal, so that's another combat action. So there's a combat action. We essentially want 4 more turns from Annette. We'll get what we want, and then we can move on and do our job. Do our duty. And we can get it using the beast. We've gamed the system.
A threat eliminated.
Alright, to-do's catching up.
This is no time to stand idle.
Mag? What's that about, friend? Alright, so quick heal there. 1 class action.
I owe you one.
End turn. Right, promoting Annette to Gremory. It was a task, but I think we've gone through it with a little bit of manipulation. Okay, we need someone that will actually get hit by this guy. He does have that 20% of HP strike thing. So that's somewhat problematic. I mean, you will get hurt by him for a little bit. You won't get hurt by him. That makes you the problematic guy right now, then. If I go to there, and I go to there with, say, a fireball, he'll get hit for 0. I guess your ranged attack is crap. It's supposed to actually hurt me.
Obvious.
Then I'm hurting him. Right, you can attack to the... Is this because you can't really move very far? You can fit into... You can't actually... Oh, he can't fit through there, can he? Is that how this works? Can he actually fit through this gap? Can he not fit through that spot? Don't tell me he's like legit a bit flabby. That's kind of funny. I'm gonna let Sylvain get hit by this. What is this map? This map was everything I could want. Hit me! How am I supposed to get hit by this thing? Okay, you can't hurt me. Okay, that's fine. Keep trying to find someone who can hurt him. You can hit me, but you can't really hit me. What stat are you hitting to with your ranged attack? Res? No, you're not hitting the res, you're hitting the melee. I don't understand why the calculation's 0 for him, but... So there's a 9 defense difference, but it's 13 against Ingrid. I mean, we could just let her fight him herself by now. Like, no joke, we could just let her hit. Like, she's fine, right? Shall I just let her take the hit? She might, but at least she'll get a combat action in. This is so bizarre. Well, let's get my squad ready to move in to try and break his armor without killing him while Annette tries to get, like, the stuff in, but... The beast has been putting on too many humans. Probably not too wrong. A bit of a binge, eh? I'm so surprised how that works. Well, let's see how it works out. This is where she dies now and I have to Divine Pulse. I'm taking too much time trying to game this for Annette. Of course she didn't get it, but she gets combat action. Which means she kills it on the first go. Okay, you have Group Blizzard, right? If I use the Gambit, you still get an action, don't you? But by the look of it, I might be best off using it from this angle. Oh, no, I can't. I can only use it from that angle.
We're ready.
This is our chance.
Let's see if I can break the King of Beast's armor as well. Yeah, we did it! Goal!
I earned this.
Got Bowbreaker. Benedetta leveled up too.
Only the strong survive.
She's getting a lot of strength lately. Now we can just kill it. The joyous times that we all shared. I like just killing it. Just killing it is good.
Wait for me.
Let's get things rolling.
Two HP left. Animal deserves a promotion to Gremory. She's a real doll. She just deserves it because of the weight. I got an Umbral Steel. For all that weight, we got an Umbral Steel and a class up to Gremory before the final thing. Life is good. The dude's gonna finish it off as well for the extra experience. So let's just pick up these spots on the map. Job done. Iron Gauntlets. I mean, probably better to carry Iron Gauntlets with you than Rusted Bows, to be honest. Then we can get the kill. Rusted Lance. Farewell. To do. You're back. It's time for you to level up even more. Why don't you just give it a punching? You can't use Iron Gauntlets while you're on mount? Oh wait, it's not dead? Oops.
It was the least I could do.
You had a third health bar? I didn't even realize. Well, he leveled up all the same, so what's the problem? And let's face it, we got Mercy. Mercy, who has no mercy. But didn't kill it. Not even enough to level up. Everyone else is at level 40, right? I mean, we had enough people ready to just finish the job, so... I thought he'd be dead. I didn't even look at the health bars. Right, well, farewell, Rusted Lance. Go back in my inventory. Oh, I received 13,000 gold. Okay, we're rich. MVP is Annette. Who'd have guessed? So, our support's done. Annette to class up point. Our goals have been met. I don't think we need to go to another mission. Should have reclassed then, really, actually. But I'll be able to reclass while we're on the actual scene of the screen of the battle. So it's time for our chapter finale at last. Oh yes, don't forget to repair my stuff. It's a great thing. I really need to go into that menu and go, oh yes, this is all a bit messed up. And so it's prep time.
There's quite a bit of fog settling in. We won't be able to advance our troops very far in this.
We won't be able to move at all until the fog lifts. No matter which path we take, we'll have to be patient and wait it out. Gilbert? No? Gustav. I would like to take this opportunity to speak with you about something. It's about the tragedy of Dusker. There's something about it I just can't wrap my head around.
I'm listening.
I lost a son in Dusker that day. I exhausted every last resource I had to investigate what took place there. I was startled to find that there wasn't a single shred of evidence to suggest that Lady Patricia's carriage had been attacked.
Go on.
Apart from His Highness, whose injuries left him on the verge of death, everyone else present at the time was slaughtered. Of all the victims, only the corpse of Lady Patricia, His Majesty's second wife, was never found. Isn't that right?
Surely that means she was abducted. There was no evidence of an attack, suggesting they threatened her, but did not kill her.
But what reason would they have to take her? Would it not have been better to kill her?
Perhaps she had some value as a diplomatic pawn.
Nonsense. In the many years since that day, has Lady Patricia ever been used thus?
No, not as far as I know. Then perhaps she was used for some political gain within the Empire.
Now that her daughter is the Emperor, what reason would she have to keep hiding her existence?
It is possible she passed away after returning to the Empire.
Gustav, I know this is hard for you to hear, but just consider what it would mean if Lady Patricia was involved with that incident.
Silence, Rodrigue. I will not allow you to tarnish her memory like that.
I do not mean to imply that she arranged His Majesty's murder or anything of the like. But Gustav, I cannot shake the feeling that the tragedy was part of a much larger conspiracy. There is more to it than we know. That much is certain.
Rodrigue! Gilbert! Please hurry!
To kill like this is inhuman.
This is one of the knights we dispatched to the leader of the Alliance. Tell me everything you know.
Sir, a soldier on patrol came across this night a short while ago, in a rocky area not far from here. Someone from the Alliance must have disposed of the body there.
Is this how the Alliance chose to inform us that they have no intention of joining our cause?
Wait, really, Claude? Maybe it was the Emperor, I'll say instead, but of course we were sending it that way. It would be to sow distrust, it'd be a great move.
Yes. I would not hesitate to believe them capable of this.
Whatever the truth is, the other knights we dispatched are in serious danger. It's best to assume that joining with the Alliance is out of the question now.
Even with Count Karen's support, this makes our situation grim.
I never expected the Alliance to help us. Anyone who stands in my way will be crushed beneath my feet.
It is time, dear brother.
Was it her? Was it her? And so back at our room, we sally out, or move out, over the Great Bridge of Murden. But first of all, yes, we need to go do the other things. I've got more supports in the meantime, though. To do, Annette, and more. I probably should get them because they're between our classes and all that. So we can get ourselves some lovely stat ups. Man, we just keep generating supports rather than actually moving on with our missions. I've got my ones done, but of course my class just keeps doing that stuff at the moment. Well, Annette, first of all, needs to move up. So she's going to gain herself, well, apart from some extra lovely stats, it's more the fact that she now is able to move an extra spot. That's pretty damn good.
I'd love to learn something new.
That also means I need to trade over the stuff that they have. So I want Mercedes' long-range spell thing to now fall into Annette's purview, is what I would say. Mercedes. Do I want the knowledge gem still on? No, because that will be that. So we want Thesis. Got a giant shell on me as well. I mean, I'd like to store that. I really need to dish them out at some point as well. Let's store this bullion. Store the knowledge gem? I mean, I've got no one that I'm rushing to class mastery anymore. So they can reclass to something else. Apart from maybe Ash when you think about it. Do you know what? That's not exactly a bad idea. It's got prayer ring currently. Store that. Ah, management. Where is it? It's probably in that section, isn't it? Alright, so this is just in case we can make you a bow guy. We need to make that again new. Make that anew. And then who should have that prayer ring? Do I want to get rid of your march ring for that, maybe? Put you at 7 movement? Seven movement's still pretty damn good for Dudu. And now we'll have HP restorative each turn. Which isn't exactly bad, is it? That's not the nice luck plus ones. Okay, that's cool. Alright, so now we go to... I'll quickly flit over to battalions, because Annette has now leveled up. For example, the Brigid Hunters she could have now. Where's some nice, cool, big spellcasting damage? Go to your Knights. Stride. Most of these seem to be of the more physical persuasion. The Edmund troops seem to be a physical mag attack kind of guys, so that might not be too bad also. Maybe there'll be a better one I can buy for you with extra mag on it. I like the mag you've currently got after all. I mean, that one's so good for me, it's unreal. Because your B means that you could do stuff with that. Now, battalions anyway, we should... Shop! Where's the shop? How do I go to the shop again? I forgot. There. Because I'm not mid-battle, so I don't have to worry about that. Alright, replenish those 3 battalions. We're at 48k in cash now. I'm rich as I could ever be. See, the question is, now that Annette's reached B, like, can she just get a cool new spell-casting core? But for the most part, most of it seemed to be Kingdom Priests. Most of it seemed to be other stuff, stats-wise. So maybe what she's got is fine. Right, we'll repair Ash's steel bow. She doesn't need silver or anything like that. He's good with that. Anyone else that is in horrific need of something being done? You don't need 2 iron axes, that's for sure. Your iron lance is getting low, but I'm fine. The other thing really is the killer bows being used on Petra and Ash, but I'd love to get them up to pluses. Killer bow plus has a lot nicer stats on it after all. The sorting out of everything yet again. Right. So that's that done. We've restored that bow. I think weapons-wise we're good. Except that we have all those supports. Which they can't really get more with anyway, but they're there and waiting for us, so I really should undertake them before we undertake our mission. Stats mean prizes, I guess. Dedue and Annette.
I'm sorry. So sorry.
What is it, Annette?
I completely forgot that it's my turn for kitchen duty today. Huh? Did you do all the kitchen prep already?
Kitchen duty is mine today.
What? But, oh, did I get the day wrong?
Yes, yours is tomorrow.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Wow, I really am something else.
These things happen. Is something funny?
Oh, no, I was just happy. So, you probably already know this, but my uncle is really strict. He wanted me to be perfect at cooking, studying, cleaning, washing, everything really.
Dying.
He said if I wasn't perfect, as a knight's daughter, I'd be devaluing my crest. Whenever I messed up, he looked so mad, and he'd sigh like he just lost his faith in humanity.
That is harsh.
Oh, I know he loved me and all. He was just kind of scary. But you've helped me out and been patient with me without getting mad. I'm just so happy. Thank you, Dedue.
I have hardly done anything.
You know what? You remind me of my father.
Of Gilbert.
You look scary at first glance, but you're actually really kind.
Is that so?
Oh, right. Let me help you with something, if that's okay with you. What are you cooking today? Hopefully I can chip in.
It is a meat dish from Fargus.
I'm still a complete klutz, so I'm not gonna be in the way, am I?
Not at all. I was hoping that the food I made would bring a smile to your face.
Oh, wow. That's... Well then, I can't wait for dinner time.
Good.
I'm better to do. I never looked at you and thought you were scary. I just thought, there's someone to be understood. There's someone who needs someone to understand them. Sylvain and Felix reached their A+ at last. I wonder what an A+ with Annette and Felix will be like, to be honest. Let's check it out.
Sylvain. Hey, Felix. I'm glad you're safe. You irresponsible fool! Protecting me like that? You're so weak and yet you always... Look, it doesn't matter. As long as you're safe. You can go on living, while I...
Stop kidding around! You're not going to die. I won't let you!
Nah, I won't die on you, I promise. You think something like this could kill me? No way. A little magic will take care of the wound. Some bed rest, then I'm good to go out and do it all over again.
Sylvain?
Oh, come on, that was funny. It's not like you to be so concerned.
You really are a fool. The biggest in all of Fódlan. I thought something was off. There's no way you could die from such a small cut. You're so reckless and inattentive. I thought this might be divine punishment.
Hey, that's not nice. You should be thanking me.
I am grateful. You've been doing this since we were children. Constantly fooling around, but then showing up and helping when we really need you. I'll admit, seeing that smile on your face, I almost want to give you a hug. Almost.
A hug? Did you get hit on the head? Come on. Tell me you want to hug me again. I liked it.
I won't be repeating it, you halfwit. You're obviously fine, so I'll leave now.
You know how we grew up together?
Obviously.
Do you remember the promise we made when we were kids? About sticking together until we die together?
I remember.
Well, I'm really not trying to get myself killed before you. You know that, right?
I know. But I'm tired of these close calls. You have to stop fooling around. Take your training more seriously. You can die whenever you please, but I'm not going down with you.
Okay, I get it. Once I've healed, I'll get my act together.
Then I hope you have a speedy recovery. Sylvain, thank you.
That's what friends are for, Felix.
Felix's character had blush face when he said that, thank you. Well, A+ between Felix and Sylvain again. They have strong bonds now. No matter what. I was going to say as well, like, when Sylvain was pretending to be dying, I was kind of just like, Felix, have you not looked at his defensive stats, both on the res and the defense side? You do know he's been our frontline tank for a while now, right? Right, Ash, who do you have support with? Annette, of course you do. I think I forgot to do it, didn't I?
Almost forgot how spooky this place is. I don't know if I can do this alone. No, I've got to. What use am I to anyone if I can't even handle an empty tower? Here goes.
The doll from my father must be in there, but I'm too scared to go looking for it.
Annette!
Ash, what are you doing here?
Oh, here, I got this for you.
My doll! You went back for it? But why?
Your father gave it to you. I know you said you'd throw it away, but you can't just toss out something so important.
Ash, thank you. I'm so happy. To be honest, I didn't have the courage to go back in there to get it myself. But thanks to you, I didn't have to. And you're afraid of ghosts, right? Were you okay in there all by yourself?
Well, not really. I tried my best not to think about it. My legs shook whenever I did.
Oh, poor Ash. You're safe now, I promise.
Knock it off, would you? I'm okay now. But I'm glad I could help you and see a smile on your face. Look at me, though. A grown man, scared of ghosts. Pathetic, right?
No, I don't think that at all. I think you're something special, Ash. You were really brave, and all for me. That wasn't an easy thing to do. I'm in awe of you.
Thanks. Maybe there is still hope for me as a knight.
Yes, I'll gladly attest to that. I'm sure you'll be a splendid knight. Maybe you'll even outdo my father.
Well, that's a frightening thought, comparing me to someone like Gilbert. But it's a happy one, too. It makes me want to work that much harder.
So everyone knows the Gilbert's the dad now, okay. I don't think she actually broadcast that around, but there's an A+ between Ash and Annette, and I'm glad that Annette kept her hands off Petra's hired knight, you know what I mean? Right, Lysethia, who do you have a support with? Hilda, weirdly enough, so let's get there with C to B.
Ah, found you. Hello, Lysithia.
Hilda?
What's that box you're holding? It's making me nervous for some reason. Your big sister Hilda's here, and she's going to make you look all grown up. I don't recall ever asking you to. That's right, I knew exactly what you needed. You didn't have to ask. Now take a seat. With makeup, you can't just pick your favorite colors. You must choose colors that suit you and the occasion. If you'll be up close and personal, if you're going to a ball, for example, you want to keep it subtle. On the other hand, if you're going to be on stage, the colors should be overt. I've never used makeup before. It sounds complicated.
Let's put up your hair to show off your knack. But we'll leave a few strands hanging to make you look more vulnerable.
Why would I want to appear vulnerable? I don't want to be attacked. This is for wooing, not warring. When you're older, you might understand the importance of looking a little vulnerable. Ugh, you're treating me like a child. But I guess it's mostly harmless. Now, when you're standing, put your non-dominant foot a step back. It looks more elegant. When sitting, don't lean back, but don't slouch either. And ensure at all times you are gracefully extending your fingers. Gracefully extending? Ugh. Suddenly standing and sitting are an exhausting activity. Hilda, that's enough. This is wearing me out. I knew you had potential. You'll go far, my darling. A couple of years to develop your charms, and no girl will outmatch you. I'm not sure I'm cut out for this type of thing. Oh, believe me, you are. With a little help from me, you'll have men falling at your feet. No thanks. You're more suited to such things. I'll leave it to you. I haven't the time or the energy to fuss over how I'm perceived. Even with my best efforts, I'll never be as good at this as you are. Still, this was rather fun. Thank you, Hilda. She really is brimming with untapped potential. When she smiles like that, wow, even my heart skips a beat.
Well, it's nice to know that things just keep on as normal, even in these tense times. We got 3 more sports. They're Oli's ones that we generated before, Alois, Flame, and Leonie. Let's go view.
Hey, Professor. Can we talk? I feel terrible about the last time we spoke. I was trying to apologize and just ended up losing my temper again. I'm really sorry.
I don't mind, honest. You just chewed me out like most of our sports.
I figured you'd say that, but I still feel like an idiot. Somehow, I just have a hard time keeping my feelings in check around you. And I think if I don't just tell you what I'm thinking, we'll never be able to have a normal conversation. So, let me clear the air. I want us to, engage.
Okay. I thought you were just going to say, I'm just jealous of your position. I wanted to be his daughter kind of thing. But sure. Engage in what? A duel? Let's go. You want to get engaged?
Yeah, wait, what? No, I mean in a duel. I know it's a sudden thing to ask, but I'm not going to feel settled until I know where I stand. Would you do that for me?
You want me to display dominance? Sure.
Good. Don't hold back, okay? I want to see you at your absolute best. Phew. You got me. I'm completely outmatched.
You held your own.
Maybe. But you were definitely stronger. Honestly, that's what I needed to see. You're a true successor to Captain Gerald's style of swordplay. I almost felt like you were him. I thought I was competing with you. But that's as pointless as competing against him would have been. So instead of that, I'm going to focus on keeping the promise I made to him.
What promise?
Captain Gerald said that if anything should happen to him, I'd have to support you in his place. He didn't sound serious at the time, but it was right before he... you know, before we lost him. So, I've decided. I'd like to do just what he said. I know I'm not as strong as I need to be, but I swear to you, I'll train until I am. What do you say? Can I call you my employer?
Okay. I've got a hireling. I know I can count on you, Leonie, then.
Yes, it's official. I'll protect you no matter what.
Well, I've got a bodyguard now. I guess she's my to-do then. Right then, let's spend some time with Alois, the Joker. The brother, in a weird way, or whatever you wanted to put it as. I can't remember now.
Hello, Professor. What brings you here? Fancy a bit of fishing?
Yes.
You know, I can hardly go fishing without thinking of old Gerald. He and I would just sit here, casting our lines again and again. I'm no better at it now than I was then. Not a single nibble.
Well, maybe if you were quieter.
Nah, just like your father. You know all the tricks of the fisherman's trade. I was hopeless at it, but he was a master. In the time it took me to catch one fish, he could fill his basket to the brim. You know, talking to you, I'm feeling very nostalgic. Why don't you join me? We can trade some stories about the old man. We spoke before about how Gerald never seemed to age, right? Once, when he was drunk, he let the secret slip. He said he'd had an infusion of crest-bearing blood, and it had greatly extended his life.
Okay. Crests can make people live longer?
Well, we'd both been drinking. I figured he was joking, so I just laughed it off. Then I asked him his age. He said he'd stopped counting after he hit 100. And he was telling the truth. In those 20 years he was away, he didn't age a bit. An incredible person, to be sure. And I probably don't know the half of it. Actually, I'd like to ask you something about Gerald, if you don't mind. When Gerald was away from the monastery, what was he like?
We're getting a lot of information in this book. He liked to fish, he did nothing but drink. He obviously liked to fish by the sound of it. He taught me how to fish too.
In other words, he was exactly the same. When he was with the Knights, he always found time to go fishing. He was hooked on it, you might say. He'd say there was no greater pleasure in life than sinking his teeth into a fish he'd caught and washing it down with a drink. I have to say, right now, fishing with you, it really takes me back. This feels just like the good old days, when Gerald was sitting alongside me.
Longing for those times. We'll have to generate the A support in case we find any cool more tidbits of information. Speaking of information, maybe I can get some out of Flame's A support. What's wrong?
Oh, hello, Professor. How nice to see you. You caught me off guard. I was actually just thinking about you.
Why the sigh, though?
Just a moment ago? Well, I am afraid I just do not understand you. When we first met, I sensed something different about you, something mysterious. And now I am convinced your existence itself is very special. Thinking on it, I know it to be true. You have a crest that should have been lost long ago. You wield the sword of the Creator as if it is nothing. Your hair and eye color changed on that day 5 years ago, to the same sort of color as mine and my brother's.
Well, what does it all mean? You tell me.
I do not know. My brother refuses to speak to me of it. Since then, you have led us into battle, and thus far, we have always come out victorious. Your comrades and colleagues adore you. They believe in you, in your strength. I doubt there is a single soul who is likened to you. Who are you, really?
Well, I don't really know myself, do I? That's the thing. I don't really truly know my origins. I know that I have the power of a god, but I'm not really truly the goddess. I don't know.
I simply do not understand. Whatever the case may be, having hair like mine is proof that there is something exceptional about you. I may as well come forward with things. I, too, am unlike others.
Okay, tell me how.
Surely you recall when I was targeted, specifically for my blood? I may not be special in the ways you are, but my blood is rare. It seems the two of us share a special differentness. I also believe that we are bound together in some way. Of this I am certain. Therefore, I intend to stay by your side and watch over you. Your existence must be preserved at all cost.
I'd rather protect you though, Flame.
Certainly those are the words of a hero. Let us unite our powers. Together, we are unstoppable.
I'd like to think so. Maybe it was her blood that extends the age, because of course her age is unknown too. Maybe that is really what's gone on. Well, that's our supports mopped up. I think we're good to go. There's a lot more supports than I thought there would be after that mission all just popping up at once. But now we finally head out on mission. To war at Gronder. At Gronder Field, where the Battle of the Eagle Line was once held, the House leaders of 5 years ago have a fateful reunion. But this time the contest between the Empire, the Kingdom, and the Alliance is no mock battle. Here we go at last. It's been a while of waiting. We had supports. We had teaching. This meant successful certification exams. Gremory was #1.
The Kingdom Army departs from the Great Bridge of Myrden and marches south toward Enbar, the Imperial capital. Meanwhile, the Alliance army follows from behind to invade Imperial territory, and the Empire has dispatched forces from Fort Mercius to intercept them. The curtain is rising on a conflict between the three armies, which will come to be known as the Battle at Gronder, held on the same plains that witnessed the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
It's obviously a really damn good, open, spacious battlefield for these things to keep taking place here. We'll all convene at this excellent point. I guess one side must have a tactical advantage, right? Will it be set up the same as it was? I do wonder. All three parties on the field at once. And we get to see Claude again. To war at Gronder. To war we go. No cutscenes now as we enter. Let's check out the map. We're literally in the same position we are last time. Ooh, a brave bow. Don't mind if I do. Alright, sieging the center would be good, except for that's annoyingly a blister. Oh, if the dude's on this side, ready to take that side. And I'm guessing there would be students being fielded on the map if we didn't pilfer them all. Yeah, there's one. Hubert's at the front here. Does he still have... Oh, he doesn't have meter anymore. Which is good, because we don't have to worry about that. No Peg Knights on this side this time. Here's the Peggies. Oh, God, some guys with lower attack speed than the Do. Excellent. 39 attack, lower than the Do's armor. We're looking good. It's just the main worry is this buddy here. Now, we do have someone with the anti being shot down from the sky thing, don't we? Raphael Gem. Nullifies attack effectiveness to critical hits may have damage. That's what we want, isn't it? So if we step forward with that and use her to basically do Operation Get Rid of Bowman, we can maybe take the others to the sides of that. So really at all time we'll just want to watch you. And in terms of like key things on the field, you've got beasts too. And they've got multiple health bars. Adel Guard herself stands at the back with Emir. Aimer? I don't know. Specifications allowing to use Raging Storm as an ability. You could steal the Sword of Saros from her, maybe. Can you steal that? Sacred Weapon, Crest of Saros that heals 50% of damage dealt and restores HP every turn. I want to steal this if I can. That would be cool. It's a cool looking axe. Oh look, it moves. Interesting. Right, you got a thief over here, Imperial General. You're a bit of a dangerous one. Of course, the dude can shrug off pretty much all damage from most foes here. All the archers on the map are mainly over next to Claude, who has a Master Seal and the Fell Knot. Crestbearer can use Fallen Star, Crestarigan. There's lots of nice stuff there. PJ, thank you for gifting out another sub. I say we're ready to begin, because because there's no real other way I want to arrange things at this point, is there? My forces are ready. I have the flyers aplenty. I never get to use a triangle attack at this rate, will I? The dude's in good position. And will all sides fight all sides? Defeat all enemy commanders. Ah!
Know that I will tear your heads from your shoulders. The dead must have their tribute.
As big class reunions go, this one's gotta be the worst in history.
Years ago, we fought here as classmates. But not today.
Kill every last one of them!
And so we fight on.
I'll be giving our orders, but this is Fire Emblem.
Finally appeared, Edelgard. Now, you are mine!
The Kingdom Army doesn't look too interested in joining forces with us. Let's take a moment to see how this all unfolds.
It would not be advantageous to take on both at once. We must stop the Kingdom and the Alliance from joining forces. I will create such chaotic warfare that they won't be able to tell who is friend and who is foe.
But it's a Fire Emblem game, so Dimitri, we would kill them all. Look at that. Don't leave experience on the table like that. Don't be silly. We've got music with lyrics. Not quite Bravo Seahorse though, is it? Right, in terms of the enemies that would come up after that, there aren't any guys there. So I guess I could leave with the hammer strike and just start breaking through that front line over here without much of an issue. I don't think there was a spellcaster anywhere in range.
A threat eliminated.
And I also say during that, I didn't realise Claude has a dragon. When did he get hold of one of them? I clicked on him and I just like, oh, it's a unit. Oh, wait a second. He's a Wyvern Master. A Lord of the Skies riding aloft a mighty Wyvern. This class can move again, yes. We know how it works. What kind of stuff do you have? Flying effect null. Nullifies any extra effectiveness against flyers. So he has no bow attacks on him. He's close counter 2. No instant death, etc. And the multiplies experience. What kind of extra stats do you have, actually, when I think about it? You're an armored lord, but you have nullification on armored units. Okay. I must say, who made your armor? It's very fancy. So you're telling me that skirt is entirely armor? Oh, she's wearing it under it. It's fine. It's pretty strong as well. Two-handed axe in one hand with a shield too. There's a chest on the field. Same place as last time. I mean, you don't look too different wise, but you're wearing your colours and all that. It's kind of crazy. See, he's strong too. He can hold an arrow in one hand. And he likes to twirl it. He's got his arrow-based fidget spinner going on. Right, let's bring up that field because that's basically the ballista's range. We'll want to move in on that at some point. Now, do I force myself to fight you two? From that side, or do I push that side with you? Considering the foes we're facing and you're our next highest defense friend?
What's the plan?
We can try to lure them out while all our other guys kind of like move forward slightly. Should I just actually instead this time? Of course we're going to take down the ballista, but should I just take down one side and go the other in force this time?
Ready when you
Because
are.
we split things last time with the dude taking center, and we're basically doing the same strategy. I mean, I know she's fine from that, but I want the dude to start drawing the fire.
What's my strategy?
You're the backup, of course.
I'll cut through.
At your service.
I think we should be fine no matter what here.
I'm your girl.
And now you can move my spots. It's amazing. I'll move you 4.
Well done.
Mounted units, advance.
Sumail! I was expecting them to advance, sure. And our Dedue plus horsepowers are working quite well for us, aren't they? Wolfric, thank you for your highness. Oh, here they come. Yes. You can't do damage to me. Don't be silly. You went that way? Right, so we have horses that can somewhat get in range of some of our guys. Shall I step them back a second and let Dedue take these on? We don't need to force that push just yet. We could step back. Let Dedue take first pickings. And follow Dimitri nearby while we invade the right. I want Sylvain to take over leading the party here. Pretty much out of range of everything, to be fair.
You're a big help.
Don't think anyone can really get support of anyone at this point. Mercedes should be able to, like... My god, is that her physic range now? Look at that! Look at that! It's just the field. Do you need to cast healing? Yeah, sure. Okay. Let's just keep you behind slightly, because the archers are over here. I think I'm fine with that. We'll make our advance, and then Sylvain will start getting some pulls. Interesting that this guy's chose to run this way. How many shots does a ballista have? We may as well just suck up the shots, really. Oh yeah, I'm still using a... Oh no, I did change the axe. Dedue's fast enough to take them down in the zone, so Dimitri's not getting any extra in.
The better to serve his highness.
Needs more defense.
Weak. Had to be done.
Different Dedue we've got, but now he's starting to tear through people again. Oh, they're actually going to fight each other, are they? Haven't you realised that your front lines just died horribly? They're not very good at realising the situation, I think. He survived. She survived, even. Right, Brawler's coming up. interesting range you chose to kill that guy at. Here come the archers. How many shots does it have? 15. Okay, we're not getting rid of that anytime soon, though. I want to stay well away from you. You are my kryptonite at the moment. I guess I'll move to here. Take the experience. Battalion up. Fine. I feel like Dimitri's following Dedue around. Like, Dedue says he's cutting a path for his highness and all that. But I feel like Dimitri's just following Dedue around like, I can't let him go again. And also, my Dedue. It's like a safety blanket or something. Like, where can these archers reach to? Alright, if I move Sylvain up to here. Just give him an axe again. I mean, that keeps everyone out of range of being attacked still. But also basically allows everyone to move in on the next turn with the greatest of ease, right? That's how I'm looking at it. So I keep my guys nice and safe. Who's the guy that can attack to that bush? Obviously you. And then we've got you.
Thank you.
Annette now has that ridiculously long spell nuke. So we're taking it a little bit patiently, sure. Essentially letting the battlefield decide its own positioning. This guy's not even going for me anymore. I just realised the dude's going to hate those steps, isn't he? They're just all too interested in fighting each other by the look of it. Kind of half expected this, to be fair.
Can you handle this?
Can you handle it? I don't know. He handled it. Spoiler. Oh, they're all just killing each other in the center here.
I'll bury you.
No, you won't. You'll do 12 damage. I mean, near.
You can't win.
He got him. It's weird watching this battle take place. Alright, now from here I can get in and start wrecking people. Sylvain takes the least damage of anyone here. There's still going to be a bit of an annoyance when we actually force our way forward. So if I go to here, everyone all of a sudden goes, oh, kill that Sylvain bloke. That's quite amusing. If I put him in the bushes, he should be fine, but that's still a lot of damage. Equally, I could walk up and take 2 down. I could take 3 down. I could take 4 down. It depends how much I want to commit. What kind of force do I want to commit to this? I could take 5 down, I reckon. Oh, no, I can't. I mean, can you actually even hit me? No. That was my fault.